Confidence isn't a feeling, and it isn't about thinking you can do something. It's about finding the willingness to give yourself a chance. You're listening to Pure Light, where we explore how to become the highest version of yourself so that you feel worthy of your craziest dreams and confident in your power to make them happen. My name is Ailey. I'm a coach, writer, and a Kundalini yoga and meditation teacher. This is episode 68, and it's about what it really means to believe in yourself. So I said this in the last episode, and I'm going to say it again. Confidence isn't a gift that's magically bestowed to some people and not others. It's available to everyone. And it isn't dependent on conditions being fulfilled. It's yours to create as the end result of the choices that you make. So it is something that you can build even in areas where you may be lacking it now. So in the last episode, I talked about how hesitation fuels self-doubt. And I shared the story about how I used to never speak up in meetings. And then after a client said something to me, I realized I needed to. In this episode, I want to dig a bit more into that, into some of the blocks that came up when I started speaking up. So when I decided that I wanted to start speaking up in meetings, I had a huge problem. Because the thing that I had been telling myself for all those years when I didn't speak up was that I needed more confidence in order to speak up. So it was like a prerequisite. So that was the reason or the excuse that I was telling myself that kept perpetuating the reason not to do it. And there was another problem too. I also didn't feel confident. So that was another thing holding me back. I thought I needed to feel a certain way before doing it. And when I say a certain way, what I mean by that is not nervous. So I thought confidence was an absence of feeling nervous. So when that client said to me, I can tell you're smart, but you never say anything. And he was like, why don't you ever say anything? It made me reflect on why I never spoke up. And part of it was the fear of looking stupid, which I talked about in the last episode. And part of it was something else, something that I didn't even realize until I started to speak up. So the reason that it was a gradual transition for me to go from not speaking up to speaking up was because I was still holding on to the idea that I shouldn't be nervous, or the idea that I should feel confident, and that as soon as I had that feeling of confidence, everything would be okay and it would be easy to speak up. But it wasn't easy. It was hard. And what I realized was that it wasn't going to get easier by not doing it. So whenever I felt the need to say something, my heart would be pounding. My mind would be like, fuck, is this stupid? Are people going to think I'm stupid? And I chose to do it anyways because I knew that I needed to. And the more that I did it, the less that nervousness and those things running through my mind affected me. So they became less and less of a problem because I realized I could handle them. I could handle the discomfort of being nervous. And I could choose not to listen to what was going on in my mind. And so all of that became less and less intense as I learned to face it. And I also realized that those prerequisites that I had were total bullshit. And that I don't need confidence. I just need to do the thing. I need to stick up my hand, open my mouth, and say whatever I have to say. And that's how I started to build my confidence. So it was from doing the thing and seeing that I was capable of doing it. So it was more about willingness than about believing something or about feeling a certain way. And if I had never started speaking up, I probably would have kept telling myself that same story and never discovered that I had it totally backwards. So believing in yourself isn't about thinking you can do it. It also isn't about feeling a specific feeling or feeling a certain way. It's about removing all of the blocks that get in your way so that you're actually taking action and doing the thing that you're scared of doing. So whether those blocks are mental or emotional or even logistical, it's about looking at them and then choosing to move forward anyway. So one of my mental blocks, ironically, was that I thought I needed more confidence first before speaking up. So that whole prerequisite thing. And my emotional block was that I felt nervous instead of feeling strong or what I thought confidence was supposed to feel like. So confidence isn't a prerequisite, and neither is thinking something or feeling something. Confidence is something that you gain from doing the thing that you're scared of doing. When you have that willingness, you're using your power or your decision-making authority to move your life forward and to become the person that you want to be. When you don't have that willingness, you're just kind of stagnating and hoping something's going to change. So you know you believe in yourself when you're taking action and moving forward, not when you've convinced yourself of something or when you feel a certain way. Believing in yourself is about choosing to show up for yourself. So the next time that you notice a lack of confidence or feel like you need more of that before moving forward, instead of using what you're thinking and feeling as a reason to talk yourself out of doing something, ask yourself this: am I willing to do it anyways, in spite of what's going on in my mind and in my body? Am I willing to show up for myself? And also remember, confidence isn't a belief or a feeling. It's the willingness to try. It's an experience that you create for yourself by giving yourself permission to try and permission to take a chance. When you do that, you create evidence that you're the kind of person who has the confidence to do that thing that you want to do. If you enjoyed this, leave a review wherever you listen to podcasts. And for more episodes to help you feel confident, happy, and free, subscribe to Pure Light wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, may you be guided by your light.